For many years, we have seen Kaylee Cuoco on television, most notably in her role as Penny on the hit CBS comedy series The Big Bang Theory. She rose to prominence playing the role of Penny on The Big Bang Theory, which went on to become a smash hit on television and cement her place among television's most recognizable faces. Nevertheless, her current makeover has generated quite a stir, captivating people's attention. Everyone in the entertainment sector is talking about her new style. Let's investigate this intriguing change more to find out why it's getting so much attention. Born in Camarillo, California on November 30, 1985, Kaylee Cuoco has been a celebrity since she was a little girl. Her dad, Gary Carmine Cuoco, is a real estate agent, while her mom, Lane Ann, stays at home to raise their daughter. The Cuoco family in Camarillo, California, always supported their daughter's acting career. Because of her family's encouragement, she was able to dabble with modeling, commercial acting, and the entertainment industry at a young age. Her sister Brianna is a singer and actress who was a contestant for Season 5 of The Voice. She also had recurring roles as Barbara Gordon on Harley Quinn and in the HBO Max series The Flight Attendant. Starting at the tender age of 3, Cuoco went on to become a well-regarded amateur tennis player. While she was a little girl, her passion for tennis blossomed. Her parents, who encouraged her to pursue interests outside of performing, were behind her whole way. "The rule was set by my mom," Cuoco told Cosmopolitan. "You need a side hustle if acting is your thing." Tennis was Cuoco's sport of choice. She began competing regularly as a preteen and had advanced to the regional amateur level by the time she was a teenager. As corny as it sounds, Cuoco's early success was not due to putting all her eggs in one basket. There were 1,000 baskets in motion. The decision to pursue acting or tennis became more difficult for her as she got older. Cuoco made the life-altering choice to focus only on her acting career when she was 16 years old, abandoning her aspirations to play tennis at the professional level. She began her career in advertising and modeling before moving on to acting. She began her career with brief film and television appearances where her personality and innate skills shone through. Cuoco debuted in the 1995 action thriller Virtuosity, playing the role of a youthful Karen Carter. Her CBS sitcom Ladies' Man run was from 2000 to 2001, as well as her role as Brady Bunch actress Maureen McCormick in the 2000 television movie Growing Up Brady. In 2002, Cuoco landed her breakout role as Bridget Hennessy on the American sitcom 8 Simple Rules, which ran on ABC from 2002 to 2005. Based on Bruce Cameron's book of the same name, the show was previously called 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. Focusing on the humorous and frequently difficult realities of parenting teenagers, the sitcom centers on the Hennessy family. The show follows sports writer Paul Hennessy as he takes a more hands-on approach to parenting his 3 kids and his wife Kate as she goes back to work as a nurse. With an emphasis on humor and the difficulties of parenting teenage girls, the show is named after Paul's set of rules for anyone dating his daughters. Although Cuoco is 6 years younger than her younger sister Amy Davidson, Kaylee Cuoco played Bridget Hennessy, the eldest daughter in the Hennessy household. Bridget was a character that Cuoco brought to life with her blend of charm and comedic timing. As she dealt with the pressures of adolescence and her overprotective father, she was a constant source of comic relief and plot twists for the show. Cuoco's portrayal of Bridget, a rebellious and developing adolescent, was well received by viewers. Following John Ritter's untimely passing in 2003, he plays Paul Hennessy on the show. There were major changes. The show dealt with Paul's death by weaving it into the plot, and it has continued to examine the family's existence and ways of coping since his death. Looking back, Cuoco said that 8 basic rules helped her understand the difficulties of working in the entertainment world. She became even more devoted to her acting career and her love of sitcoms after playing the part. Cuoco departed for another hit TV series about the time 8 Simple Rules concluded in 2005. She solidified her position on television when she became a cast member for the 8th season of the supernatural series Charmed, playing the role of Billy Jenkins. But her breakout part came from her portrayal of Penny on The Big Bang Theory, a CBS comedy. The show followed the lives of doctors Leonard Hofstadter and Sheldon Cooper, two nerdy roommates, as well as their pals Howard and Raj, who were also brilliant. Cuoco portrayed Sheldon, Leonard's amiable but uninformed next-door neighbor who develops romantic feelings for Leonard. Cuoco and Galecki, who plays Leonard, had such intense connection that they were an actual couple for a while. At first, Cuoco's co-stars consisted of exclusively males. Mayim Bialik and Melissa Rauch were later cast members. The show's clever writing and cast of eccentric characters quickly won over thousands of fans. This sitcom, which ran from 2007 to 2019, cemented Cuoco's position as a huge star on television and was widely considered to be among the best of its era. She and her co-stars made $60,000 per episode of the show before the 2010 to 2011 season. Each actor on the show now makes $200,000 per episode thanks to a salary increase that the cast achieved in 2010. With the help of Parsons and Galecki, Cuoco was able to secure a substantial compensation rise as of August 2014. Each member of the three will receive $1 million every episode thanks to one of the largest deals in television history. Cuoco is ranked as the second best paid actress on television, trailing only Sofia Vergara, a Modern Family star. Cuoco told the publication, "It's so comforting to know that I'll be able to take care of my family and parents because without them, none of this would have happened." The show had a profound impact on Cuoco's career trajectory, and not just in terms of financial achievement. Cuoco also received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame as a result of her work on The Big Bang Theory. Even after all these years, she is astounded by the revelation of her star in 2014. In 2018, Cuoco shared her disbelief on Instagram, saying that she is still skeptical about its legitimacy. At every stage of her career, she has felt tremendously honored by her achievement. Cuoco recruited her sister Brianna to plan a flash mob on the set of the show in late October 2012. The cast and crew members, along with Cuoco herself, shocked the studio audience by unexpectedly lip-syncing and dancing to Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. The event's footage went viral after being uploaded to YouTube. On her visit with Conan on January 8, 2013, a clip from the performance was also played. After 12 seasons and 279 episodes, Cuoco's portrayal of Penny came to an end on May 16, 2019, when The Big Bang Theory concluded. While The Big Bang Theory was airing, Cuoco was fully committed to her hit comedy and made very few film appearances. Her notable performances in the 2014 indie film Authors Anonymous and the 2015 film Burning Body were fueled by her portrayal of a flesh and blood character in the 2011 live-action animated hybrid Hop. Along with her 2015 voice work for Alvin and the Chipmunks in The Road Chip, Cuoco co-starred in the critically acclaimed yet financially successful comedy, The Wedding Ringer. Cuoco agreed into an exclusive multi-year first-look production deal with Warner Bros. Television after founding Yes Norman Productions in October 2017. A comedy-drama series based on the novel The Flight Attendant, created by Chris Bojalian, was her initial undertaking with Yes Norman Productions. In addition to her roles as an executive producer and series star, Cuoco played the role of Cassie Bowden. Warner Media's HBO Max streamed the highly anticipated launch of The Flight Attendant on November 26, 2020, and on December 18, 2020, the show was renewed for a second season. Harley Quinn, an adult animated series on DC Universe, will include Cuoco as both the lead voice actor and executive producer, according to an announcement made in October 2018. On November 29, 2019, the critically acclaimed series also made its debut. The news of the series' renewal for a third season and its transfer to HBO Max came in September 2020. Pretty, a planned CBS comedy, is written and executive produced by Lindsay Kraft and Santina Muha. Cuoco will also serve as an executive producer on the show. Cuoco, who will play the lead female role opposite Woody Harrelson and Kevin Hart, joined the cast of the next action comedy film The Man from Toronto in April 2020. Anne, played by Cuoco, becomes entangled in the mayhem as Teddy, aided by a string of hilarious and exciting events, attempts to clear his name. As the embodiment of the normalcy that Teddy yearns to re-establish amongst the chaos and peril, her performance brings a sense of humor and emotional stability to the film. and forthcoming limited series based on E. Hotchner's 1976 biography, Doris Day, Her Own Narrative, will star Kaylee Cuoco as the titular character in March 2021. Along with her role as a showrunner, she will also act as an executive producer. Their cooperation has continued unabated since 2 months ago when her production business enlarged its Warner Brothers overall arrangement. Thanks to her portrayal of Penny and Leonard, played by Johnny Galecki and Johnny Galecki, respectively, Kaylee Cuoco became famous on The Big Bang Theory. A lot of people didn't know that in the beginning of the program, Cuoco and Galecki were actually dating. They continued to function as a couple on the program even after their off-screen romance ended, which added another degree of complication to their relationship. Even if it was delicate at first, Cuoco said that the actors maintained their professionalism even when their characters were entangled in romantic intrigues. In hindsight, Cuoco questioned whether Chuck Lorre had inserted more personal scenes into the script on purpose, a realization that solidified her admiration for him. Even though they broke up, Cuoco stressed that she and Galecki were still very good friends. At the age of 25, the actress canceled her debut engagement. Josh Resnick, a substance misuse counselor and former bassist for the heavy metal band Ridge, surprised Kaylee Cuoco with a proposal, and she accepted with excitement. Despite Resnick's prior marriage, this was Cuoco's first engagement. She was overjoyed to hear the news, and her agent expressed their excitement about the couple's impending nuptials. Even though they hadn't announced their engagement for quite some time, Cuoco was spotted at the 21st Annual Hall of Fame ceremony hosted by the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences in March 2012. There she was seen celebrating Chuck Lorre, who was a co-creator of The Big Bang Theory. The actress simply said Kaylee Cuoco married Ryan Sweeting in 2013 when questioned about her wedding preparations. She met tennis player Ryan Sweeting in 2013 through a mutual acquaintance, and the couple started making plans for the future after only 3 months of dating. They had an intimate wedding on the eve of 2013's New Year. The pair had 11 guests each, and Cuoco wore a pink Vera Wine gown that was absolutely breathtaking. Cuoco formally became Kaylee Cuoco Sweeting after her marriage. Their brief marriage ended in divorce after less than 2 years of blissful marriage. Sweeting had undergone a radical transformation, and Cuoco freely admitted that she had fallen for someone else. "The person I ended up with wasn't the one I met initially, and that wasn't my fault," she said. "It belonged to him." She later showed off her tattoo of their wedding date on Instagram after hiding it. Cuoco was unsure if she would ever contemplate marriage again after her breakup with Ryan Sweeting. But fate had other ideas when she met Carl Cook, the son of Intuit co-founder Scott Cook, and a famous figure in the equestrian world. Cook, who had no idea Cuoco was famous for her TV role, asked her out on a dinner date when they crossed paths at a horse show in 2016. From that point on, their bond grew stronger. Cuoco and Cook were married in a lavish ceremony in Rancho Santa Fe, California on June 30, 2018, after exchanging vows on her 32nd birthday in November 2017, which was in 2017. On their honeymoon, they jetted off to Switzerland to bask in the snowy landscapes and breathtaking views of the Swiss Alps. They got married, but they waited 2 years before moving in together. Cuoco, who is passionate about helping animals find forever homes, collaborated with her stylist and the rescue organization PAW Works in the summer of 2018 to create a line of socks with the slogan "Adopt, Don't Shop." All of the earnings from the sale of these socks were donated to local animal organizations. The actress claimed to have taken in 7 show horses, 2 rabbits, and 3 dogs when she made her announcement. Cuoco and Cook tragically announced their split in September of 2021, saying that they had simply grown apart. By 2022, their divorce had been finalized. At long last, Cuoco started seeing actor Tom Pelphrey in 2022, and they're still together today. Matilda Carmine Ritchie Pelphrey was born to the happy couple on March 30, 2023. Kaylee Cuoco's life was profoundly impacted by her intense love for horseback riding when she was just 15 years old. But in 2010, she was about to face the final test of her love for equestrian pursuits. It all started in September 2010 when Cuoco's horse became scared and tossed her off during a riding lesson at a ranch outside Los Angeles. She thought she was okay at first, but then the nervous horse tried to jump over her and slammed into her leg. The sound that Cuoco initially mistook for the crunch of leaves under her feet turned out to be the cracking of her own bones, as she recalled. Her leg was severely injured in the collision, with a complex fracture resulting in bone piercing the skin. At first, physicians thought about amputating her leg because of how severe the injury was. The medical staff thankfully saved her limb through emergency surgery and further procedures. Physical therapy and convalescence were part of Cuoco's extensive rehabilitation process. While she was a cast member on The Big Bang Theory, this incident happened, as her character Penny was incorporated into the show due to a shopping accident, which caused her to miss a few episodes. With the support of a well-thought-out plan and adjustments for her injury, Cuoco was able to return to work. Throughout her career, Kaylee Cuoco has undergone multiple cosmetic surgeries. Because of her prominent position in the entertainment industry, she knows how important it is to present a nice image, therefore she makes it a point to exercise regularly, dedicating 5 days a week to vigorous exercise. Fit and muscular bodies are sexy and lovely, according to Cuoco, who has also highlighted the confidence that comes with them. She included hot yoga and personal training sessions as part of her exercise routine in an interview with Women's Health. Getting breast implants when she was 18 is just one example of how open Cuoco has been about her desire to have plastic surgery. Subsequently, she underwent rhinoplasty to rectify a nasal deformity that persisted from her childhood and another surgery to resolve a neck condition. In a 2016 interview with Women's Health, she spoke frankly about her decisions and said, "My boobs are the best thing I ever did." She seemed content with her selections. To Cuoco, the point of cosmetic surgery is to boost self-esteem, not to conform to external standards. Feeling secure in one's own body, she adds, is just as important as having self-confidence that comes from inside. Nevertheless, she emphasizes that these decisions should be made with a focus on one's own happiness, not on winning the approval of others. Cuoco was slow to learn what her body needed. She talked about how she adjusted her diet and workout regimen to fit her lifestyle and achieve her objectives in an interview with Shape magazine. It was said, "It took years for me to figure out what my body needs. What works for my friends doesn't always work for me." She praised the ways in which yoga had a profound impact on her physique, particularly its role in increasing her strength and muscle tone. Changing her eating habits was something Cuoco discussed, particularly once she realized she couldn't continue eating the way she did with her ex-husband, Ryan Sweeting. She reminisced about how she and her husband used to have a routine of sharing a snack before bed, bringing up the fact that there was always candy in the bedside drawers. Although it appeared enjoyable at first, Cuoco quickly came to realize that her practice was actually just mindless eating, which was harmful to her health. She elaborated by saying that she was following suit since they subsequently removed soda and other junk food from their pantry. Cuoco insisted on cheat days to maintain a healthy balance. Despite her rigorous approach, she mentioned that these days off help her recharge for the week ahead and keep her spirits up. On Sunday, she plans to relax by the pool, have a drink, and eat pizza. The fact that Kaylee Cuoco has persevered and stayed true to herself throughout her career is a tribute to her strength and sincerity in show business. Cuoco has persevered through her success and failures, staying loyal to herself, from her sitcom roots to her dramatic roles in tragedies like The Flight Attendant.